Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Whether you are new here or you've been here before, welcome. And
Hi everybody, these are Jazz Hands.
And if you are not familiar with this face, this is my mom, affectionately nicknamed Mama Kathy from over on Instagram. I did what was it, last month that we did the monthly empties? We did March monthly empties, and you guys seemed to like it so much that you wanted to see her again.
And you're seeing me without my glasses. I can't see you, but there's too much of a glare with the glasses.
You can't see them anyways.
I know.
It's a camera.
It's a camera.
So we are going to be sharing our monthly empties. We're going to continue to do the scissor rating, which I will explain. So if you're interested in seeing what we went through over the past month, what our thoughts were, and just chatting about whatever, then stay tuned. All right, so do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. Well, remember our scissor rating. So the scissor rating is how likely we would be to take scissors to an item to get like that last little bit out. So it's 1 through 3. Of course, last time you decided to kind of like
I did a 4.
No, you gave like 10 scissors at some point.
Oh, I did. If I really like it.
And then you're like, but why don't we have no scissors? Like you
something should be no scissors.
You completely took the scissor.
We're going to follow the rules today to the best of my ability.
Okay.
1 to 3.
Okay, so you're going to start then.
I'm going to start.
Okay.
In a monthly beauty box, I got this
You can
product.
mention which one. Is it Birchbox?
Birchbox. I got a, it's called No Face.
It's the new face.
New Face. See, I don't have my glasses on. New Face Prep and Glow.
Okay.
And it is like a it's a cloth that comes out.
Okay.
One side is smooth, and it's the cleanser that you just don't even have to wet it. You just wipe your face with it, and the other side is a little rougher, and that would be sort of your scrub. So you flip it over and you use it. And you don't have to rinse or anything. Okay. And I thought, well, it's not as good as the product that I normally use, but
which is what? The Zoe Skin Health,
the Zoe
exfoliating polish.
And the scrub and everything. But what I liked about it was convenient. Yeah. Like if I have to go stay at her sister's house to watch her sister's cat, this is something that I would take with me. So I'm going to give it 2 scissors.
2 scissors, okay. The only thing that I would just kind of caution you with a little bit about this is that if you notice that you start to experience a little bit of irritation, or maybe your skin's just a little bit, temperamental at that moment, because I know that you can have sensitive prone skin. Fragrance is somewhat high at the top, so just be a little bit mindful of that.
Well, and fragrance can be very drying too. So.
It can.
But anyway, that's why I'm just giving it 2.
I have a sample of that, so I can give it to you.
Okay.
And you could put it in your, travel bag.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to go next. This is, now, in Florida, how would you describe our water here?
Ooh, it's hard.
It's very hard water. So I mostly kept this particular product on my, the tub of my shower, and so it looks gross, but I mean, this is real life. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Makeup 3-in-1 Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. And that's what that looks like. And as you can see, there's not really a whole lot left.
It's empty.
I left a little bit in there so that you could kind of see the texture. So this is a first cleanse at night. I did find that it really did destroy my makeup. It spread very easily over the skin.
It's a little bit oily.
So well, I mean, it's meant to be. It's meant to be oily. It emulsifies with water, so after you get done kind of massaging it onto your face, you add a little bit of water, it emulsifies, it rinses clean. I don't find that it leaves a residue. It doesn't leave any cloudiness on my eyes. I do wear contacts, and it didn't irritate my eyes.
You use this to take your eye makeup off too?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Now, in typical It Cosmetics fashion, there are probably like 100 ingredients in this. And one of the things that I wanted to highlight is that it says that it also has a skin softening serum concentrate in this. Now,
that's pretty soft skin.
Well, here's my thing. This is your first cleanse. So you're going to be following this up with a cleanser. Is anything going to be really staying on your skin? I mean,
not unless you take a half hour between first cleanse and second cleanse.
But even still, I mean, for the ingredients that this has in it, I think that's great. But I mean, you're basically just kind of washing it off.
Do they expect you to just use that and not a second cleanse?
They expect you to use a second cleanse.
Okay.
So I don't know. It also has shea butter in this that's fairly close to the top, and I know that for some folks that can be problematic, so just kind of be mindful of that. I initially really enjoyed this, but I kind of grew bored with it. So, I mean, I would continue.
Well, I know you wear a lot of face makeup and highlighters and whatever. I don't.
Right.
So I don't think I would benefit from this product.
No, I don't. I mean, I'd use it if I got another one or a sample, but I don't think I'm going to run out to buy this. So 2 scissors.
2 and 2. We're even for 2 and 2.
So do you want to go next? We're sticking with skincare for right now.
Ooh, skincare.
Okay. So what is this?
You have
That's
to read
the
it.
Sanage Luminez Vitamin Rich Cream. That's what that looks like. It's like a little sample.
And it is a sample. It's what I got with.
Where did you get this from?
That's actually my second one. That's also from the Birchbox.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And it's a little bit heavy when you put it on. It's almost like an orange scent. You
it
smell
does.
like a citrus.
Yeah.
Has a really nice, clean scent. And when I like to use that is sometimes if my skin's feeling really dry or if it's irritated, it just calms it down.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to be careful when you are using citrus-based, whether it's a citrus extract in it or citrus peel. Sometimes that can further make it
I
more
wish y'all could
irritated.
smell it.
Yeah, it smells nice.
Because it smells really, really nice.
Reminds me of an Orange Julius.
Kind of like an Orange Julius that you left out for about an hour. And then you went back to drink it. But I like it. I would buy this again. So I'm going to give this 3. Even though I don't use it every day, I like it.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit
Now,
of a luminous.
Would you actually purchase that, though?
Mm-hmm. I would buy it.
Okay. All
Next.
Right. So sticking with skincare, this was sent to me in a box from number 7. This is the Instant Results Revitalizing Hydrogel Eye Masks. And I think I had used an eye mask in my Empties last month. Have you used an eye mask before?
No.
Well, I have one for you.
It's my lucky day.
So,
thank you, Amber.
However, don't get, last month I brought you presents and this month I brought you presents. The Empties aren't going to always be a present thing. So.
I think we have it on good authority that I may get lucky again next time.
So what I like these for, I don't typically have issues with lines around my eyes. I mean, at least not.
I do. Look close.
At least not yet. My bigger issue is puffiness, and then I can get dark, especially right there. So what I like to use these for is, let's say that I didn't get a whole lot of sleep the night before, and you can tell it on my face. I need puffiness to kind of diminish and just need a little bit extra something around the eyes, especially if I'm going to be going somewhere. I like to pop these on and just kind of walk around the house.
Do they just fit like underneath your eye?
They do. They do. I find it that they're very soothing.
You have to try it right now.
Yes.
You see all this puffiness. We should see if it really works.
I found, this is just my experience, that most of these just kind of act the same. So
they make the area feel nice and smooth and soft.
They do. So, is this one necessarily better than all the others? I'm not quite so sure. I know that you can find number 7 in Target as well as Ulta. So maybe 2 out of 3 scissors. I mean, I'm certainly enjoying using them, but, does it have to be that particular one that I purchase? I don't know.
You have to do more skincare because I have things that are not skincare left.
Okay. So next up, again, this is another bottle that looks really gross. This is from Darphin. I'm not good at pronouncing these like French names, but this is the Intral Air Mousse Cleanser. Now, it's kind of, I'm trying to figure out how to explain it.
Do you have any in there?
I don't, but you can smell it if you want. So Intral is Darphin's line that is specifically geared towards sensitive prone skin.
Tiny bit.
One of the things that I don't know, anytime that there's a line that's specifically geared towards sensitive prone skin and there's fragrance in it, I don't know how I feel about that. Just because
it's like an oxymoron.
Well, because fragrance can be such an irritating ingredient to certain skin types.
Yeah.
But this is a French brand, and I know that from what I know, see how it kind of foams? Now, it's not that it's a foaming cleanser. Lift up your hand. It's the packaging that creates the foam.
Mm-hmm. The pump.
Yes, it's a pump.
See there?
You're going to go have to rinse your head.
Well, I have oil on this one.
I've got Vanna here. So,
I have a cleanser that's a lot like this too. I'm not as fond of it.
Yeah. So I've tried some more from this line. I don't know how I feel about this. For me, I prefer the cleansing milk. My friend Abby, More Than Just Skin, had sent me a deluxe sample of that, and I prefer that to this. I found that this was actually a little bit drying to my skin. So you might be asking yourself, well, how on earth is this an empty? I had Josh use it.
Her husband uses it. Now, he doesn't have sensitive skin.
No, he doesn't. And pretty much
his skin is oilier.
Right. I mean, whatever I kind of give to him to use.
We're just going to moisturize this, and then I'll rinse it off later.
Okay. So I would actually not repurchase that. So I would say it's one scissor.
Ooh, one scissor.
One scissor.
I do have something for lips. Can I do a lips?
Sure, lips. You know what's interesting? I would buy, because I've had chronic dry lips, and so I would buy these lip treatments and lip oils and lip balms and all that stuff. But I would never use them because I would keep it with my makeup. Once I moved it as part of my skincare routine and I kept it with my skincare, I actually started using it.
Do you feel a difference?
Absolutely.
That's good. Tell me the name of this.
So this is the Dr. Lip Miracle Balm, and it's 100% natural for dry skin, luscious lips, and glossy bits. What do you mean glossy bits?
I don't know if I have any bits that need to be glossy, but anyway, I'm not exactly sure about that. But I have, this is also another like Birchbox sample.
I've actually received something from this particular brand, and I think that it was maybe originally marketed for, I think this is the brand that has like the udder.
For udders.
Right. You know, human udders.
Mm-hmm. It very well could be. I could have used those about 37
So is there anything left in here?
Oh, yeah. This is my second one because I got it twice.
Oh. So that's one of the reasons why I actually canceled Birchbox. I'm actually going to put a little on my lips.
Is they were duplicating.
Yeah.
What I do like about this product is I tend to use a lip stain that stays on my lips for like days sometimes. And
You're not using lip sense, are you?
No. And my lips can get really, really dry with it. So at night, as part of my routine, as I started using this, and I have small lips anyway, but they felt a lot smoother, especially because I use the toothpaste that you have to leave in all night.
Yeah.
And it can get in the cracks of your mouth. And so now I just do a little bit on there. Mm-hmm. Did they look any better?
Well, I mean, they do look very hydrated.
Yeah, that's it. So now it's heavier than like a chapstick or something like that.
Yeah,
like
it's much thicker.
You could not wear this in the daytime, I don't think.
I mean, if you were only wearing that, but it sounds like you're slathering it all over the place.
Oh, I am. When I go to bed at night, it is all over my lips. I think this would be really good if you lived in a very dry climate.
Dry and cold.
But I like Dr. Lip, but I'll give it a 2. I would buy it again.
So you would buy it again, but not an absolute must-have. Like if you ran out or something like that.
No, I would just use the chapstick if I ran out.
Well, sticking with skincare, next up is a deluxe sample. This is the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. And
Drunk Elephant?
Well,
what were they thinking when they named that?
Well, I will tell you. In Africa, the elephants, I guess, would eat the
plant.
No, the fruit from the marula tree, and once it falls, it's fermented and.
They get drunk eating it.
This was a new release from them a few months ago, and so I had to place the Sephora order in order to try this. It was a very tiny little sample. But I really liked this.
So when do you put this on?
So the texture of that is a water cream. So based on that, you could, and I saved a little bit on the top for you. You could use this either AM or PM. If you have super dry skin,
feels
you
really
may
nice.
not find that that's enough. So you could layer this with a heavier cream on top maybe at nighttime.
Don't smell anything.
But peptides, what they do for your skin is that peptides are groups of amino acids. And what's thought that they build collagen through cell signaling.
They bind together and build collagen?
Well, it's a little misunderstood exactly how it works, but...
A mystery, folks.
Well, this is Empties and not science.
I like this. So what would you give this? Because this feels really nice.
I would give it 3 scissors. I immediately did not repurchase that because...
You have a closet full of product.
Well, I mean... Let's not talk about that. But the Sephora VIB spring sale that we just had, I put aside a certain amount of money, you know, here's what my budget is going to be, and then I found a new fragrance.
Oh.
So picking that up kind of threw the whole budget off, and so I really had to take a look to see what I had on the list and what I absolutely like had to get, you know, versus, you know, things that I was running out of that I don't have a replacement with, and I'll mention one of those products. It's actually an Empty, and I have a similar product. It's the dermaTRUTH in the beginning antioxidant peptide gel cream, which I talked about in my recent what's in my box video, and I will tag that above as well as below. And that is very similar to this. And I had about 30% left, and so what I'm doing is finishing up that product, and then I'll probably pick this up.
But do you use in the, like, to get ready for the day, or do you use something like this at night?
You can use it for both, but I really like it for the daytime, especially with the Florida heat that we have here. It's something that layers really well over the serums that I put on before. I can put sunscreen on top of that, and it's great.
So you would do your serums, and then you would do this, and then you would do your sunscreen.
Well, sometimes I get a little fancier than that. So
she likes to get fancy sometimes.
One of the things that I like to do is I'll do a serum, and then I mist, and then I trap the hydration with this. Mm-hmm. Because frequently my last serum, sometimes I'll use more than one serum, and my last one is heavy in hyaluronic acid. And you have to be careful, especially if you live in a drier climate, because hyaluronic acid, it pulls in water, and if it can't get it from the environment, it's going to pull it from your skin. So even though we are not in a dry environment.
I wonder how that works, because I ingest it.
But still, what you ingest isn't necessarily coming up to your skin. Mm-hmm. So I got you a mist recently. Have you used it?
No, I haven't used it yet. I've only been home a few days.
Okay. Well, after this, I'm going to talk to you about how to use it. Anyway, so I would put on my last serum, which is heavy in hyaluronic acid. I would mist and then put this over on top of it, so it kind of traps that hydration and gives your skin something to kind of pull from. And
that's a great idea. We'll do that after this.
Yes. So 3 out of 3 scissors. I am a big fan of this. I think it just works really well on the skin, and I know of friends of mine that have used this either with oily prone skin as well as dry skin and have enjoyed it.
It feels really good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Really, really, really good.
It's lightweight. There's not really like that silky silicone texture to it, so big fan of that. I still have more skincare.
You do?
I do have more skincare. I mean, I go through a lot of products.
She's going to be talking forever.
So speaking of dermaTRUTH, I went through one of their serums, and this was sent to me from them. And it's the In the Beginning High Potency Antioxidant Peptide Serum with vitamin C. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this. Ergothioneine and
I should have my phone here. I can look up this stuff.
Glutathione. And I know that those two together, those two antioxidants, are very high in certain types of mushrooms. And ferulic acid and red algae.
So why would you need that?
What do you mean?
Like,
well, antioxidants are going to help neutralize free radicals.
I know about antioxidants, but I'm trying to figure out the mushroom thing.
Well, that's a source that's very high in these particular antioxidants. So just random nugget of information for you guys.
My gosh, she's full of so much knowledge.
So this was sent to me about a year ago. I really did enjoy using this, but I mean, I do consider myself somewhat of a skincare blogger, so I do get things that are sent to me. I'm picking up things to try, and so after a while, I do kind of, as Caroline Hirons would say, take it to the tits, where this goes from the neck down, and I really did enjoy this. This, I believe, is $74 US. And I think that this packs a lot of punch. It's got sodium hyaluronate, it's got vitamin C, but it also has the ferulic acid with it to kind of help stabilize it a little bit. That's also another antioxidant. Has peptides. Now this also has retinol palmitate in it, which is a derivative of vitamin A. Anytime that you see any sort of vitamin A derivative on a skincare product.
Good for your skin. It is
good for your skin, but make sure, especially in the daytime, that you're using adequate SPF protection and you're reapplying. Super, super important. It also has botanical extracts in it. I've really enjoyed using that.
She keeps on doing this in front of my face.
Sorry. I would give this 2 out of 3 scissors, and I will say that I'm I'm really intrigued by the founder. Her name's Michelle. She's very sweet. We've had a lot of interaction on social media as well as through email. She knows that. Here's the phone. I wonder who's calling. We'll wait for the. Who's this? All right, so back to scheduled programming. I've had a lot of interactions with the founder, Michelle. She is really interesting. She is a PhD in, I believe, medical geography. So she has an extensive science background as well as with research. And then after finishing school, she decided to become a licensed esthetician. Looks at aesthetics from a science and research standpoint, and she's developed this line. Right now they have 3 products. And she was kind enough to extend a coupon code to you guys. So I believe it's Amber15. I will include it below. And that will help get you 15% off if you're wanting to try this line.
It's awesome.
The 3 products are a cleanser, which didn't work as well for my skin. But, you know, I have temperamental skin. But I'm a big fan of the serum and the peptide cream that they have. It's in that texture, the water cream that I'm such a big fan of. So if you're interested in trying anything from her line, that coupon code will be good until the end of May. This was great. Cool. I still have more skincare.
You want to just keep going?
Yes.
I mean, geez Louise.
I mean, you know.
I just have shampoo.
Well, I've got hair stuff too.
And eyeshadow.
All right, so we'll be quick. So this is a frequent empty of mine, a little bit less now because this is my last 1 ounce size of the Jordan Samuel Skin Hydrate Facial Serum. I'm a huge fan of this. There's also a little bit left in there if you want to try. The 1 ounce version is going to use the little dropper. The 4 ounce Mac Daddy size has the little pump, which I'm a big fan of. And I also included this in that What's in My Box video that I just posted.
I don't see nothing in here.
So that has hyaluronic acid in it, vitamin C, botanical extracts, peptides. Even when I'm super reactive with my skin, that's a fantastic serum. All skin types can use that. And
does it just calm it down? Is that
it will calm it down. It's super hydrating.
I don't smell anything.
And I can also add anything to that. So let's say that I want to add a little bit extra of an antioxidant boost. I can put this with this, and it's great.
Cool.
I can put pretty much anything with it. So
cool.
Frequent repurchase. And
so that's a 3.
That's a 3. Absolutely. So this is from Paula's Choice. It is from their Calm line, which I'm also a huge fan of. Have you tried the serum that I got you?
Mm-mm. I know. I've been busy.
I know, but like...
I'm a terrible person.
So this is the Redness Relief Moisturizer for normal to dry skin. Oh my gosh. So anytime that you order directly from Paula's Choice, you can get 3 free samples. And I can't remember if I got this as one of my free ones or if I ordered it. You can actually buy samples, which I think is really great. It's good for the environment too.
I'm pushing it.
Because
you saw it here. She's trying to hurt me.
Because anytime that you purchase a product and then you end up returning it, they essentially have to destroy it. So I think samples
Redness relief.
Yes.
Oh, I remember you got me something. Yes.
Yes, the serum. So that particular moisturizer, I would not purchase a full size. Thank you. I would not purchase a full size of that. However, I would purchase several of the samples. And here's my logic behind that. If you ever get sensitive prone, maybe you've gone overboard with acid exfoliation or with a new retinol or something along those lines, maybe your post-procedure, purchasing samples like this to have it on hand to kind of get you through that period.
Because you only need it for a short period of time.
You do. And so you're not going to allow a product that you may not reach for constantly go to waste. And so that's 2.5 scissors. Since I would repurchase it, but in a sample size. Yeah, I know. I've
She's changed the rules, folks.
Well, I mean... So.
She's allowed to.
Do you want to move on to hair?
Sure.
Okay. So what else do you have?
In my Birchbox, I got 2 shampoos, right?
Okay. So this one is from the French brand Divines, and it's the Minu shampoo. And it's an illuminating protective shampoo for colored hair. That's pretty much all it says. With caper blossom extract, whatever that is. But it says it's made from a farm in Italy.
Yes, it smells nice.
I really like how it smells. I actually have gone through several samples of these.
You have?
I have.
I
used to get Birchbox until my January box was my last one, and I had it for like 6 years.
I know, that's crazy.
And you know what? The last box that they sent me was like probably the most amazing one that that I've received, and I felt like it was kind of like a breakup. Like,
Oh,
don't leave
it was
me.
a
Like,
bad breakup.
well, it was
obviously because she's still having problems.
well, no, they're having problems. They're like, please come back.
This shampoo, I'm used to using a very concentrated shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
So when I use this, I had to use a lot to get what I would normally get in a very small
And you're used
dog.
to using the Pureology Hydrate shampoo.
Yeah, and you only need like a couple of pumps of that and it can do my hair. This, I had to use quite a bit to get that same kind of lather,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I liked it. I liked what it did to my hair. I didn't even do my hair today, so I'm sorry about that.
Well, my understanding is that some of the European brands, their shampoos aren't marketed to, or they're not formulated to have that lather. Like, that's not something that's important to them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think here in the States, it's like,
we gotta have lather. And then what is this stuff called?
this is from Beauty Protector, and it's the Protect and Blonde Toning Shampoo. And it's got
Purple.
purple all over the place.
It's purple.
No, so going back to this real quick, would you repurchase this?
This is a 2.
A 2. So
So
you'll use it if it's sent to you, but you're not going to buy it.
That is correct.
We're sticking to the rating system.
I'm doing my best. And this product that you just said was called what?
It's from Beauty Protector. It's a toning shampoo.
A toning shampoo. It comes out purple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not fond of that. And I thought I liked it when I was using it, but about 5 or 10 minutes later, I felt my scalp was burning.
Really?
And I was like, what is that? So I don't know if there's like
There's
whole
gotta
lot
be
of
something
some
in
kind
here.
of a botanical in there that causes that.
It could be the dye, because there's
That's what I'm wondering.
essentially a dye. There's a pigment in here that's. You know.
I wasn't sure
So you
what
should
it was.
pitch that.
Well, I saved this because Amber's like, don't throw away your empties. So here
Well,
I
I
am.
mean, yeah. So
So I
so 1 out
used
of
it.
3 scissors.
I'm not even going to give it a 1. I'm going to give it a 0.
Okay.
Because
So
I
0
don't
scissors.
really want all of a sudden for it to feel like my head is like burning.
Okay.
You know, that's not a good thing. So I give that a 0. I don't want it, and I only saved it to show you guys.
Okay.
I literally cannot see anything. So
I also have 3 hair products. Or I have 2 hair products, but then one I kind of didn't use for my hair. I did before, but then I'll explain.
she's going to explain. Stay tuned.
So the first one that I'm going to talk about is from Living Proof. This is the PhD Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. This is my favorite dry shampoo.
I have never used a dry shampoo in my life.
Well, you don't, like, your hair, you don't really get oily for your scalp, do you? And you wash typically every other day or every other day?
Every other day usually is what I do.
But, like, your hair never looks, like, flat. It never looks greasy.
Oh, it does sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
if I've been working in the yard or something like that,
well, if you
I
can
gotta
work in
come-
the yard, like,
I got to come in and wash my hair, whether
Right.
it's my hair day or not. I got to do it. I got to do it.
So-
I'm not like one of those little ladies that goes to the beauty parlor every week on Saturday.
you want to know something funny?
What,
So-
that's what you do?
No, I did my own hair today. I have patients that will come in for scheduled open heart surgery, and they will go to the beauty parlor
Sure.
the day before and have their hair set and everything.
If I had to have surgery again, I would definitely make sure that I had a manicure, a pedicure, and my roots done. Oh, and what is it called? Microplaning.
Dermaplaning.
Dermaplaning. That's what I would
It's
have
like
to-
you combine microdermabrasion and
I know, I
dermaplaning.
get those two confused all the time. I know what they are, but
So these cute little elderly lady patients that I'll have, they don't realize that prior the night before surgery, we have to put them in the shower, and we use like this special surgical stuff, and they are not happy campers.
no, you just messed up their do. They got to wait a whole nother couple weeks to get
I know.
a new do.
But I do my best to try to protect the hair because I would want my hair protected. So.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, I digress. So this is my favorite dry shampoo. I picked up one of these I actually ran out of this the day of here.
See how
Since
close
I-
she gets to my face?
I get excited. I ran out of that the first day of the spring sale for Sephora. So I picked up one, and you might be asking yourself, well, why did you just pick up one if it's your favorite?
Yeah, why?
Well, here's my logic. Saving 15.
Oh, I know what it is.
What?
If she runs out, it only means she has to go back to the store. Mm-hmm.
Well, you're somewhat on the
Oh,
right
that's
track.
what it is.
No, listen. So I would have saved 15% on that, which if it's like $25, it's like $3-something. But Sephora ordering online will sometimes have gifts with purchase that is like something that I really want to try, and the value far exceeds the $3 that I would have saved here.
She's always thinking about that money.
It's
the
purely
bottom line.
Purely logic. Plus, sometimes if you sign up for Living Proof, that's my favorite styling brand, for their emails on their website. But sometimes they will have specials where it's like spend 30 some odd dollars and then you get a free full size, which to me just kind of makes more sense. So I'm a huge fan of this. It actually cleans my hair. They make that claim, and I truly believe that. It does.
Do you just spray it like on your roots?
So I section my hair out, and you kind of spray from a good distance.
Here, let's try. No, just kidding.
No, I just did my hair. So it says, what's the distance that it says to?
Probably
six
like
to
6 to 8
6
inches.
to 10 inches away from dry hair.
So
And then I let it, well, that's not 6. I mean, I really hold it like a distance so that it kind of sprays.
Like you'd have to be holding it out to here? That's too far.
Like 10, I don't know. Anyways, so you shake it up really good. I section my hair, I spray it, and then I let it sit for maybe like a minute, and then I massage my scalp, and then you brush it out. So with some dry shampoos, you don't really brush it out, but this you have to brush it out in order to like get the stuff out of your hair. And it's got this molecule or whatever called OFPMA, which I'm not going to try to pronounce. Well, no, I'm not going to say what it stands for, but it was developed by MIT, and it actually helps your hair to repel dirt, grease, grime.
Years ago, you used to just put baby powder in your hair, but I never did that.
Yes.
I would be like, I'm not putting baby powder in my hair.
Of course, that would be a 3 out of 3 scissors because
you love it.
Because I do love it. I do love it.
She loves it.
So something that I actually received, here, I'll let you hold it. Since I make her nervous.
You see how close she gets to my eyes?
I think you're just nervous because you don't have your glasses on. You can't see.
I don't know how close she is.
So I received a sample of this in my Birchbox, I think like longer than a year ago. And it's from the brand Parlor by Jeff Chastain. And it's a detangling leave-in conditioner. And it provides weightless moisture and shine.
And it doesn't make your hair heavy?
No.
I don't like leave-in products because of that.
Well, that, just helps me kind of brush through my hair. It provides a little bit of heat protection.
Well, you have a lot of hair.
I do have a lot of hair.
She has a lot of hair.
So I ended up picking up a full size on this. I know Birchbox was having a sale. I think I maybe got it half off, maybe even more. So I decided to pick it up. I really did enjoy using this. But I mean, a detangler, heat protectant really has to blow me away in order to repurchase. I would certainly repurchase that. If they had it on sale, I would not buy it. I think it's like $24, so I would not buy it if it wasn't on sale. But currently, I'm enjoying one from Living Proof.
So 2?
Yes, 2 out of 3 scissors.
2.
All right, it might be a little bit noisy, so we're going to do our best. The next is from Alterna, and this is the Bamboo UV Plus Color Protection Rehab Deep Hydration Mask. So this mask I picked up.
For your hair?
Yes. So I'll explain. I picked that up I think.
These are empties. Empty can be.
Well, I have to tell you about that. So don't assume that would be a 3 out of 3 scissor. And
Josh.
I was actually going to tell you not to open it because it kind of went bad.
I actually kind of smelled good.
We keep getting interrupted by the phone. So I really did enjoy using this when I first picked it up a few years ago, but then I just kind of grew tired of it and ended up using it to shave my legs.
That's a clever idea.
Well, I mean, if
they say to do that if you have a conditioner, a hair conditioner, or a skin conditioner that you don't like and you don't want to use it on your face, shave your legs with it.
Well, I mean, think about the cost of a shaving cream. Let's say it's $5. How often are you having to replace that? This lasted me like two years on my legs.
And it doesn't get bacteria and stuff in there? Or is that the issue?
That was the issue, and I ended up maybe getting about that much through it, and then I had to pitch it.
Maybe you should keep a plastic spoon or something.
Well,
bring a plastic spoon.
Here's the deal. I'm not going to ever purchase a mask in this size again because
that's a lot.
It's a huge size. I mean, this is 17 fluid ounces, 500 mil. It's too much, and I think especially with a brand like Alterna that tends to be a little bit more natural, they're not necessarily going to have a ton of preservatives in this, and so I'm not going to purchase anything this large. I mean, if you live in a house full of girls and everyone's shaving their legs and you want to divvy this out, I think it's great. I got this, I think, at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and I think I paid like $10 for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a bargain.
Yes. So I would purchase another. I mean, I've purchased deep conditioning masks just to use on my legs because I've seen them at Target. I mean, not Target, TJ Maxx and Marshall's, so cheap.
Always about the money.
Yes. Okay, so I'm ready to talk makeup. Do you have any makeup items?
I do have makeup.
Now, did you go through that entire palette? This is the Lorac Pro palette. That's the original one.
Yes, this is the original
Hannah,
one.
how did you get that palette?
Beautiful daughter Amber gave it to me.
Okay, so that's not like an empty.
It's not an empty, but what I want to show you.
Do you like these colors?
Is you can tell what I like and what I don't like.
So you have like destroyed light pink.
I loved it.
Now that
Loved it. And one of the things that I like about it is, and here's the thing, you can't get that same color anywhere. You can't find it anywhere. I've tried. You can't find it anywhere.
Well, what you're basically looking for is a neutral, creamy matte shadow in a light pink color.
In a light pink
So why
color.
don't you put that out to the masses?
Hey, masses.
No, say friends.
Friends. Like that Lucy and Ethel, they go, friends. Anyway, no, seriously.
They're now friends, you know.
Hi, friends. No,
So
I really would like
ask
to get this.
if they know of anything that kind of fits that bill that you might be able to try.
Well, she said it all for me. But I really, really
comment
liked
below
it.
if you're
so
aware.
much so that I would get down into the little crevices.
Now, you are using something, though, now that is in that same color. It's just in a different consistency.
It is a different consistency.
So I'm referring to the Bare Minerals, the 5-in-1 BB Advanced Cream Eyeshadow.
I don't have it on today,
It's
though.
almost like the same color, just in a cream form.
Almost the same color, but not in a cream form. I really liked it. Like, you could keep all these other colors, even though I use them for different things, but I love that pink. It just makes my eyes like pop, and I loved it.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that palette.
Thank you, daughter. That was from my daughter.
So I do have one makeup empty. This is from Hourglass. It's a deluxe sample of the Veil Mineral Primer. I had received that. I think
Veil Mineral.
Well, Veil is kind of like their line of.
I know what their line is, so I didn't know it came in.
Well, it normally doesn't come like that. That is a
Okay.
deluxe sample. So that has become my favorite primer. You guys will see that in an upcoming video. It had been a favorite, and it was one of those products that is kind of like it got pushed to the back, and I started using
a primer for your whole face?
Yes. Excuse me. Yes, your whole face before foundation.
Wow.
I mean, I literally scraped everything out of that. I had this and ended up, I'm not quite sure, I don't think it went to the back. I think I went through a container of that and then had other things and just didn't repurchase it.
But if you loved it.
Well, I did love it, but then you start trying new things. It's like, oh, you know, I like this, I love this, and
You just don't get back to it.
well, then I got that sample and I was like, wow, this is really great. And I found that no matter what foundation that I put on over that, it just layers really beautifully. It does have a silky texture, so if you're not a fan of the more silky silicone primers, I'm not quite sure you'll like that. So you want
This was the 3, by the way.
a 3, by the way. I think everybody watching knows, especially since you sent the SOS out. Help me find a dupe.
Please, I'm begging.
But not everybody likes that feeling on their skin. But this also has a little bit of mineral-based SPF in it. I don't use it as my primary SPF, but if there's any way that I can add more SPF to my face, she has to sneeze.
I'm trying not to.
Well, I mean, don't hold it.
I mean,
I'll just edit it out.
It came and then it's gone.
Oh, okay. So were you able to feel that? Yeah, you were, because you said it was nice and silky.
Well, you had a little bit right
So this
there.
is definitely 3 out of 3. And you'd be so proud of me. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but I scraped
I got a little tiny
every last little bit of this.
It is silky. I don't feel like it's as silky as the Zio. What is it called that I use?
That vitamin C serum. Yeah,
Yes.
that one has a lot of dimethicone in it, I think. So do you have any other empties or?
No.
Okay, well, I have 2 more. These are both in body. This is from the Body Shop. It's the Wild Argan Oil Shower Gel. Does this look familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Why does it look familiar?
I didn't know.
Because
I gave you a big bottle of argan.
You gave me a kit from the Body Shop with
that's
a bunch of little argan oil, like there was like a body cream in there, and I can't remember what else.
But that was a while ago.
It was for Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't immediately use.
Just got a little tiny bit.
Well, I
left.
saved it so that you could smell it if you wanted to.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of argan oil for the body, and I really like this particular scent. I would absolutely repurchase this. I do like the Body Shop's products. If you do as well, they do sometimes have them at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, but also consider
got a very clean scent.
It does. Also consider signing up for their emails because they're constantly having sales like 40% off. Right now, I'm using something from the brand Cure that I got at Whole Foods, and it's an argan oil pumpkin shower gel.
That
I'm really
sounds
enjoying
delicious.
it. But it doesn't really smell like pumpkin. It smells more like argan oil and almond. So it's like really fresh and clean.
I love almond oil.
Yeah, me too. So 3 out of 3. Scissors.
Awesome.
Oh, no, I guess. Okay. And so one last.
I got her something good.
You always do. So one last product, and it's interesting. You actually turned me on to this. I think.
Scrub.
Yes. I don't remember how, for what holiday or something you gave this to me, but it's from the brand Tree Hut, and it's the Shea Sugar Scrub in almond and honey. That's what the top looks like, and as you can see, there's nothing left in this.
Anytime you have sugar, shea, and almond,
and
honey, it cannot be bad.
It can't go wrong.
Mm-mm.
I'm getting hungry, I think. So this is a sugar-based scrub. I'm more of a fan of sugar scrubs versus salt scrubs.
I like sugar scrubs too.
Yeah. Now this one is, I have 2 different types of scrubs. I have scrubs at home that are very kind of gentle, and the sugar kind of dissolves as you're massaging it in, and super gentle. This, however, there's grit to this.
Oh, you want to get that on your legs and
your
exfoliate
elbows, your knees, your back,
your feet.
Yes. I mean, this is no joke, and I really like the smell of this as well. It's just really clean. Mm-hmm. It's that almond.
You could eat that. It smells so
delicious.
I
would not advise.
No, don't do that.
I would not advise.
When you open it up, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry.
Yeah, so I haven't immediately run out to repurchase this. I may even think I actually have a backup on this. I do have quite a few scrubs that I need to work through before I buy this, so I don't know, 2.5 scissors.
I don't know if you liked it that much. I mean, it is
cleaned
up pretty good.
Well, I did wash it before I came here.
Oh, she's thoughtful.
I do try to be thoughtful. So that, I believe, you can get Tree Hut at Ulta, Target, CVS.
I can't even
Is it like Publix, too?
I can't even remember where I got it. I want to say I may have gotten it at Publix.
I've tried some of the other scents that they have. I don't like one that is, I think it's just the Shea. I don't like that one. And then they've got one that's got lime in it.
Is it a scrub?
And it's just like kind of okay. Yes.
Okay. Because I use a lot of
shea
butter. To me,
it smells like popcorn. And I don't want to smell like buttery popcorn. I'll eat popcorn, but I don't want to smell like it. So.
Is that all?
That is all. So I typically will add up the total of my empties. And the reason for that is because for me, adding up the cost or the value of everything that I've gone through helps me to stay focused on working through my products, because it reminds me of the value of that product that's either sitting on that shelf or sitting in my shower.
We all have like drawers full of stuff too.
We do. And it's, if something isn't working, I've gotten myself in this habit. If something's not working for me, I either need to return it if I'm able to, if I've purchased it, pass it on to a friend, family member, donate to a women's shelter. I know not all of them accept, usually it has to be kind of unopened stuff.
Right.
But, just because a product doesn't necessarily work for you doesn't necessarily mean that it won't work for somebody else. So for me, I try to do that. But then on the products that I have in my collection, in my possession, I really am focused on trying to work through that because, number one, it makes it manageable and you're not so overwhelmed by stuff.
Because plus there's a lot of money that you've spent.
There is.
I mean, you stop and think, well, I could have gone out to dinner.
Hard, especially with like social media, seeing, the constant latest and greatest, and oh, that sounds really great, and you've had these other things. So
I'm
to
pretty
me,
disciplined with that too. Like when I go to my esthetician, she'll say, "What do you have left?"
right.
She won't try to encourage me to try anything new until I've used up my products, because if I like something, I buy it in quantity.
You do. And I used to do the same thing, but then it's like I started to see, there's always going to be something really nice that's going to come along that I might fall in love with more. And so I've tried to avoid doing that too much.
Discipline, folks.
Yeah.
Everything in life is about discipline.
Yeah. And so when I go through a lot of these products, then I feel like, you know what, I can reward myself with replenishing things
or get something that you had your eye on that might be a little
expensive. And so,
expensive.
when they do have the Sephora sale or something like that, then I don't feel quite as guilty buying things because I know that I have gotten rid of a bunch of stuff. All right, guys, so that was it. That was my month of empties and your month of empties. I will include...
And I did it without glasses on.
You did do it without glasses. She has beautiful eyes.
Take some of this away, maybe. Usually I let my glasses hide some of my flaws. So you guys are seeing the real me.
I will include on the screen the value of the empties that I went through.
And the value of a plastic surgeon.
You're so crazy. You don't need plastic surgery. So I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a like. We would greatly appreciate it.
And if you don't, we apologize if we bored you to tears.
Well, I don't think that they would be watching up until this point, like if they were still bored.
If you've lasted this long, you need to come to dinner the next time.
Oh.
There we go.
You might have a bunch of folks showing up to the house.
We have to have a meetup.
A meetup?
A meetup.
I think most of the people watching are not from this area, though.
Time to take a vacation.
Oh, okay.
Either them or us.
So, should people subscribe?
Yes.
And should they hit the notification bell so they know when I have new videos?
Yes.
So my mom's telling you to do it.
And 2 thumbs up.
Well, there's only an option just for 1.
Well, we have to change that.
So would you like for them in the bottom, if they've got to this point in the comment section, to write 2 thumbs up?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like for you to do that.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with us. We greatly appreciate it.
Have a blessed day, everybody.
And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.
Peace.